Hello and welcome to the Overly Animated Podcast, where we take animation seriously. We talk everything animation here, including Miraculous Ladybug, which we'll be getting into right now. I'm Dylan Hysen, and today I'm joined by Delaney Stovall.
Hey, y'all.
And April Collins.
Hi there.
We've got the crew back to talk Startrain, the latest episode of Miraculous Ladybug that aired like an hour ago in Canada in English. We'll be talking the English dub of Startrain. We're finally getting this episode after being teased with Pegasus a long time ago. We talk Miraculous Ladybug every week here at the Overly Animated Podcast. Find us at overlyanimated.com. Search Overly Animated Miraculous Ladybug on whatever podcast app you use, or subscribe to us on YouTube at youtube.com/overlyanimated. Check out our big Ladybug the Episode podcast that we did a few days ago. A lot of hype surrounding the theory we discussed. Also, Thomas tweeted a link to the podcast and nothing else. So
yeah, that was bananas.
Who knows what that means? I think it's a troll move. We'll see if we have any equally big discussion in this huge episode of Ladybug Startrain. No, it's very chill and it's our type of episode. So, Delaney, what did you think of Startrain?
They went to space this episode. So like the episode starts and I'm like, oh my god, are we gonna go somewhere that isn't Paris? And my girlfriend's right next to me while I'm watching the episode, and she goes, how are you gonna know you're not in Paris? So I'm like, get this, they're going to go see Big Ben. This is like the point of the episode. And of course my girlfriend was like, oh my god, really? Oh my god, this episode is so good. I really enjoyed this episode. It's actually a really good episode. It's also just so stupid. Like, I love this so much. Oh my god. Like, it has like two of my favorite things. It has trains and space in it. Like, how could we improve? We didn't see the
Max's
dumpsters.
Mom? No,
I am Max's mom.
No space dumpsters. How did they go to space and we didn't see the space dumpsters? Aren't they there?
What the heck? Oh my god. So like, I still can't remember if the space dumpsters were real or while they were comatose.
It's a real program that Paris launched. Okay,
I hate the show. So Max and his mom are like so cute. Oh my god, super intense. And I love Alia in this episode. Alia will forever every time Alia does anything, it's like, man, like I love my best friend. She's great, but like no one can live up to how good of a best friend Alia is. Like, Alia should be canonized, like, Saint Alia. Like, she is really, like, the best. Like, oh my god. Like, the shenanigans of this episode. Oh my god, we even made Lila go away. This is, like, the best episode.
What did your reaction when Lila came on?
I paused it and turned to my girlfriend, and I was like, no! And she was like, what? I'm like, it's Lila! She's gonna ruin it! Like, I paused it, and Lila's, like, reaching out to grab Marinette. I'm like, I am literally gonna punch you in the face. Like, I was, I forgot she existed until, like, poor Sabrina's sitting next to her and I'm like, no!
Yeah.
Oh, wait, okay, another thing. Don't forget that Hawk Moth lost his cell signal.
Yes.
Oh, no! It's too far away. Oh, my God. Oh my god, this episode's so good. I loved it. It's so stupid. We went to space on a train. This is like next level.
I loved it. Ladybug. Okay.
And then as soon as I finished it, I messaged Dylan and April, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah, I didn't know what that was in reference to. It's just in reference to everything. Okay.
The whole episode.
The whole episode. Okay.
It was the whole episode.
That makes it better. Okay, that's good. April, did you also love it?
Oh my gosh! Of course, I loved it. First off, there was a train in space, which is great, but I also upset no space dumpsters. Like, this would have been the best opportunity to put them back in there.
How often are we going to be in space?
Just
to see
literally,
exactly.
You just needed to see one space dumpster. Like, I'm still not over that. They drive by the satellite and they're like, oh my god, there's this satellite footage of this train.
Right? They're just like, we just happened upon this. Like, here it is. Max's mom is adorable and I love her. She was wearing these cute little like planet earrings too. And I was like, oh girl.
I didn't notice that.
She was. It was like the first thing I noticed as soon as she was just like, I want to be an astronaut. And I was like, okay, I'm also 5, but yes, I want to be an astronaut too. So I really, really loved her. And wow, there was so much. This episode was amazing. Yes, Alia's the best. And good for her on getting that picture. And also all of her like lady friends were just like,
the entire class was like,
Yes!
oh,
no!
it was so cute. I
That
think
was
Mylene
great.
was my favorite part.
She was. Oh, it was just so cute. And what was it? Oh, okay, so we did transforming in a train again, which was even better.
Oh, that's true. It's a callback.
Also, like Marinette being like, "Don't let anyone know you're on the train, you idiot."
You're
Like,
right?
At least
He let you know he was on the train. You can't figure it out? No. I guess
Right?
not.
Like you were also on the train. Come
but,
on
like,
now.
but at least she had the forethought to lie.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's the only thing that I'm giving her credit for is that she lied. And then when they run into the class, oh, we just teleported here, and I was like, you know what, this works.
Yeah, okay, sure. Okay, also Gabriel gets Father of the Year because he sees that his son is trapped in a train in space and does nothing about it.
Nothing.
As soon as the train makes it back down
Come
to
home,
Earth,
son.
he's like, okay, I need to send out my goons to
Also,
come
his
fetch you.
his face didn't change, and he was like, now my enemies have to rescue my son. The
Right.
irony. And it was like, dude. And then, like, also, it's like, he's like, I can't do anything. You could have done something. You have superpowers. You
He could have
useless
very
idiot.
well done a lot of things.
How am I
So-
supposed to? I don't know. I can't akumatize a child. What am I supposed to do in this situation? Like,
All the children are in space. I can't akumatize
I
them
can't
to go
do
save
it.
my son.
oh my god.
Or he could have akumatized the bodyguard or whatever to we'll
Go
talk more
grow
about
really big and just like pick it up.
Yeah, just pluck it out of space. There you go. But no, this was great. This is a good episode.
Okay, yeah, this is my type of Ladybug episode. This is because it's really stupid. I really like how chill it is. Like, this is maybe the most chill episode of Ladybug because also like Startrain is the least threatening villain. Not like in terms of capabilities. She's just very happy. She's very
I
like
like how
happy
you're
the whole
like,
time.
She's just
not
doing what she
threatening.
wants,
Okay,
though.
okay,
Like
okay,
that's the
Dylan,
thing.
I don't disagree with you, but for context, yeah, she's the least danger. Like, she's not that violent. Okay, she tried to freeze them to death without oxygen, and she tried to burn
It's a
them
good
alive.
point. It's a good point. She
Okay.
does
Yeah.
try to freeze and burn the children, but I guess
And
she's
it's
just
kind of creepy because she's like, "Ooh, we're having fun in space."
right.
Die.
She's just happy the whole time. Yeah.
And one of them is her son.
Yeah, it's like this episode is a lot of nonsense. I love the like pre-akumatization parts of this episode the most, just all the like chill slice of life stuff that's happening.
Also, like the Akuma stuff, like.
But the
Bro, that
Akuma,
so
like
far.
the most notable part of the episode is that Hawkmoth is not communicating with the villain, which is why she's so
Hawkmoth is
chill.
So useless.
She's acting on her own, and this is what
Yeah.
happens, Hawkmoth, when you don't rein in your villains. They just fly off into space. Like I guess. And the Akuma going inside the suitcase and him being like, "I lost contact with it." That's the best part of the episode. 'Cause
No, the best part for me,
Also-
I lost contact with it, is because they went in the tunnel, and that's when he lost contact with it. And I was like, "This is stupid." Like, I got so mad.
Well, and I also love that he's just like, well, I just lost contact with this Akuma. I'm gonna de-transform. Like, here we
he's
go.
like, I guess we're done. Yeah,
It's
guess-
fine.
I
This
lost
is
another
done
one.
for today.
Yeah, we're probably gonna pretty quickly go to Hawkmoth, but yeah, and then obviously also Big Ben, and they crash into Big Ben at the end. You know, what a perfect ending to
I'm
the-
only like, I mean, at least we got to see Big Ben. I am still
That's-
mad that we didn't actually go to London, but like, it's fine.
They were there for a
Yeah.
split second.
Oh my god, we didn't see the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, but we saw a big, like, this is
We
the
saw Big Ben.
Ladybug
We
goes
saw
to
Big
England
Ben.
episode. Of course, they
This is a
literally
big-
crash into Big Ben. at
No,
the
that's
episode.
literally like, it was so funny. I was like, I telling my girlfriend, and she's like, "This is so stupid." And I was like, "This is the best."
This is really, it really is a stupid episode, but it's like, unlike the other, I do think this is in the lineage of, our episodes like Silencer and Christmaster, in terms
Like,
of just
this
being
episode-
absolutely nuts. But
It's
like,
stupid, but it's a good episode.
Yeah.
it's like much more tame and coherent than previous types of this episode. Like,
But
this
yeah,
is,
yes.
this is,
Yeah.
I don't necessarily
I can't
think
believe
it's,
you just said coherent and there was a train in space.
it was a very coherent train and space plotline, let me tell you.
like, I mean, as far as trains and space plotlines go, which the sad thing is, like, that's like a genre at this point.
Yes.
Yeah, there's the Doctor Who train mystery episode.
Okay,
but,
can the screenshot of this episode please be the train coming out of the ocean? Because that was like the dumbest thing I've ever seen
obviously,
in my
the
life.
screen cap is Marinette and Adrian sleeping.
I know.
Yeah,
Which was like unbelievably adorable.
That's like a perfect use of the romance plot. It's just like a centerpiece to the episode. Like one cute
it's
moment
so cute.
like that. But yeah, this episode is just very well put together. I don't know if it's like the best episode of Ladybug, but it's like very, very enjoyable.
I'm putting it in my top 10.
Okay, in your top 10.
Right.
Yeah. I think that's fair. You know, it's
Also, what was what's his face doing? He put on his swim trunks.
So stupid.
Yeah, Mac.
Okay, Chloe being like, you're an idiot. I was like, yes. I was like, roast him, Chloe.
Yeah, Kim puts on his swing trunks as they're about to go under the sea.
Is Kim literally like a character from Free? Like, bro.
Kim is one of the Free boys. I like that theory.
Like, calm down, Kim. Oh my god.
And then Chloe's like, you are ridiculous, Kim. Utterly ridiculous.
I like waited for it. I was like clinched, waiting for it to happen. So good.
The Chloe Kim ship is really this was a great episode for Chloe x Kim because that Chloe loved it. She loves the.
Also, Chloe, like, I mean, she's obviously super annoying, but like, I mean, I love her. But it was great, like the whole like, don't worry, Queen Bee's here. But then she actually did something sensible, and I was
she trapped the
what?
Akuma. That was a good idea. Yeah.
Oh my god!
But also, I love that people are like, "Oh, Queen Bee's here." That's obviously not a real Akuma.
It's like we've seen this one before, you know. Yeah, but then of course they overemphasize it. It's like pretty basic thing she did, but yeah, she did do something good.
I'm shocked.
This is a big season for everyone loving Chloe in relation to Lila, of course. But this is,
and I really enjoyed like that her whole getup. Like she had the boots and everything.
She was
her jacket. It's always called in England. That was like so good.
Chloe was fantastic this episode. Big Alia episode, as Lenny talked about. Alia does a lot of stuff here. She just dispatches with Lila very quickly. It's a big move. It gets
Alia
Adrian
is
and
running
Marinette
this
together.
episode. She's like, Adrian, can I talk to Nino? And then, like, I mean, Alia's running the show.
Yeah. And she most importantly, she unveils her astronomy blog in this episode.
I hate her. Like, oh my god. No, the best part is like, Marinette's like, you have another blog? And she's like, life is so interesting. And I was like, Alia, I love you.
I can't help it. Life is so interesting. Okay, Alia.
Like, oh my god, Alia. How many blogs do you have? So we have Marinette's blog. Well, I mean, the Ladybug.
She has her Instagram, as we know now, too. Like,
yeah. Oh, and, well, and then is she running Marinette's website that we talked about for 30 seconds?
Yeah, I think they're building that. Yeah, I think that's a thing. Yeah, so
this stuff is ridiculous.
Yeah, would you follow Alia's astronomy blog, Delaney?
Duh.
Is she going to blog about the train being in space? Like, yeah, right? Like, that's a big astronomy moment, I think. I
mean, yeah, I would say so.
I think so. And also, of course, well, okay, we haven't even talked about Max being Pegasus in this episode with one of the best transformation sequences. Yeah, Neo. Exactly. It's just a Matrix, whole Matrix reference.
The glasses are so ugly.
How dare you? They're.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
They're fabulous.
No.
The best part, I keep saying the best part. That's how you know it's a good episode. Is when I keep saying there's a better part of the episode. Is when we get this like 80s synth music and he like punches a hole in space to get the train back to Earth.
Okay, wait. No, the actual best part is the frickin' horse.
you like the British horse?
Oh, I paused and I was like, Tanya, and she goes, "Oh my god!" We were just yelling about how cute she is for like a minute. We were like, "Oh my god, she's so cute."
Kelki, yeah.
Oh my god, so cute.
We love Kelki. Okay, we'll get back to all this. And then we haven't mentioned Markov. Like, Delaney, I think we willed Markov into existence in this episode after talking
We did. We were talking about Markov. Okay. And then, like, okay, I thought Markov was getting akumatized when Markov saw, like, the
That happened already.
I mean, it can happen again.
As we know, this season it could happen again, yeah. I
was at the beginning of the episode. I was like, "Oh my god, are we having Roger Cop again?" And then I was so glad it didn't happen.
I feel like you're a big Roger Cop fan, though, like a Roger fan.
I mean, Roger's great. He's so ridiculous. Like, it's so funny. Like him getting but I'm him though. Like every time he got mad about someone littering, I was like, same.
Yeah. Hawkmoth wanted the Roger Cop 2.0, but
he did. He was like,
too incompetent for that to
I
happen.
will say Sabrina and Roger are super cute in this episode.
Did we know that they were like father and daughter?
Yeah, we knew that. It's been a while though.
It has been a while.
I don't remember it because I was kind of confused.
Kind of a season 1 thing, but yeah. As we know, we don't remember much, but this I think only Hawkmoth's incompetence saved us from a 4th sequel episode this season.
Thank God.
Yeah, thank you for that. We would have had another 2.0. Maybe this would have been a clip show if Hawkmoth succeeded right in the beginning.
Oh man!
You wanted the clip show, April?
Why not?
Let's I don't know, where do we start? Let's talk about this train being in space and.
It was a super metal looking train, though.
Startrain did a good design on this train, which is also called Startrain, and that's also her hero name. I don't know.
This is great. A+. She is the train. She couldn't
creativity.
She literally just is. Well, I guess they explain in the beginning the dead man switch means she has to be. So that's the explanation for why she's not moving and she's just sitting
actually,
there.
The best part of the episode is her having to hit her smartwatch with her nose.
Oh yeah,
while she's driving the train. That was like the most relatable thing I've ever seen in my life. I don't even have a smartwatch. Like,
it's like you tap your phone with your nose or something.
I was like, this is super relatable.
Yeah. Oh, I speaking of relatable, Delaney, I feel like this is the most relatable akumatization ever because Max's mom basically just gets akumatized because she's anxious about her results. Like,
yes, same. Like I was like, me.
She just gets akumatized because of anxiety. That's it.
She's refreshing her emails, and I was like, me. Like this is literally me every week waiting on my grades because I'm in grad school, and I'm like, where are they? Grade my lab. Where is it? Like this is super relatable.
Yeah, I mean,
like I would get akumatized because I like got a B on a test. Like this is like super relatable.
How does he struggle for akumatizations if you can just akumatize anyone who's anxious? Like,
oh my god, I would get akumatized nonstop. Like,
I love that part. But yeah, Max's mom is Miss Pate, I think. She's pretty fabulous in this episode. She's just so happy and
she's just cute.
Her and Max are great.
They're so adorable, and their hugs, they're so cute.
Oh, I forgot.
Like, I don't want to be an astronaut because I want to spend time with Max. I'm like, cute.
Yeah, it was cute. I forgot to say in the beginning of the podcast that there is approximately 100% chance that we talk about space dumpsters this podcast.
Oh, yeah.
And then we did.
No, I want you to know, as soon as you went into space, I was like, space dumpsters.
So did Max's percentages get annoying this episode?
Well, okay, it was cute because his mom did it back.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, Max is great, right? Like,
that is my judgment. And then at the end, when he's like, it's 100% certain that you're the best, I was like, oh. So, like, he's super annoying, but I think it was cute.
April, do you have Max thoughts in this episode?
I mean, I thought him and his mom were super cute, but that was, like, the most of it.
Yeah. I feel like Max... I think Ladybug has to give him the miraculous basically just so he doesn't die. Like it's not because he earns it or anything. He's just there.
Can someone explain to me the fight scene in the car? Because I don't get it.
Like how the Lucky Charm was used.
Well, no, I got the Lucky Charm. It was like the boomerang. Like
okay,
I was like,
so he has a horseshoe, I guess, and he uses that a boomerang to like knock back fend off the service bots. Yeah,
it's just weird.
Yeah.
And he uses horse vision to see what to do.
Yeah, that was dumb.
Did you also think that was dumb, April?
I mean, I thought it was kind of like funny because I was like, "Oh, he's got horse vision." But hearing it said out loud is funny.
Well, the thing is, like Ladybug, it's like polka dots, so it doesn't look as horrific as like horseshoes. It literally looks like some like 2-year-old's wallpaper. Like I was like, this is stupid.
I was surprised we got the horse vision. I get they definitely wanted to show a bunch of stuff with Max because there wasn't a lot of time at the end, and really all he's there for is
he didn't do anything. It was just so he didn't die.
He's just there to use his voyage power and disco us back to Earth, or
disco us back to Earth.
I don't know if that's the right term, but like I'm just really in love with the voyage sequence. Basically electric slide. Yeah, it was the best part when we. We were just transported to the 80s, or I don't know. Maybe I'm too much of a young person getting the time period
Well,
wrong.
I was just really confused because, like, he's all, like, Matrixy, and then, like, we're just having 80s music thrown out.
Max is...
To be fair, the Matrix is the Matrix is still the 80s. Like it's very much, like, influenced by the 80s.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, I guess. It came out in, like, early 2000s, though.
I guess, like, stylistically.
Yeah, like, stylistically, it's like an 80s.
Yeah. But we get, speaking of the Matrix, we get Max's transformation sequence as Pegasus. I feel like we didn't say his name, like, once, but that's his name. Yeah.
Okay.
Kelki, full gallop.
It's so dumb.
All right.
The thing was, like, before it happened, I was like, what weird thing is she gonna say? Like, that was the thing. I was like, what's it gonna be? And, like, I'm glad it was Gallop. Like, it's like, as far as how weird it could be, it's like, I think it's in the middle. So
it wasn't as weird. It wasn't as stupid as I feel like the Luca one was. Like, what did he have to say? I don't remember. But
I don't even know.
It was like unrelated.
Scale slither.
Scale slither.
Like
That's stupider. That's stupider than this. Yeah, full, and then we get his.
You can't beat spots on and light.
Yeah. Also, what about Transformamon, Delaney?
Okay, we haven't seen an episode in French in so long, and Transformamon is like, I'm missing it. Like,
are you once again craving a Transformamon, Delaney?
I am. Also, the theme song is so much better in French. It's just so good in French.
This episode, the dub of the show is excellent. At times, this episode felt a little stiff, but also, like, how are you supposed to translate this episode? Like,
the best thing ever. I was explaining to, like, I was watching an episode at work the other day, and I was explaining to my coworker, and I was like, I prefer to watch the show in French. And she's like, do you know French? And I was like, no, there's subtitles. I was like, no, I do not know French. I'm like, I maybe know, like, 3 words, and one of them's croissant, but, like...
one of them's Transformamon.
It's like croissant, Transformamon, and oh god.
Papillon.
Yeah, Papillon, and then whatever she says, like, you know, it's like, when she's like, de-evilize, like, whatever she says in French. Like, I know that one.
Okay. Clearly not, but, yeah.
Oh, shut up.
Yeah, yeah, like that. She says,
yeah,
that was my French. There you go. It's not a word, it's a phrase, right? Like she said, but yeah. Okay. We not clear when we'll get another French episode, because the rest of the episodes this week are also in English. Of course, France is, like, way behind on airing the show, as is tradition with Ladybug.
Ironically.
What else do we have to discuss here? We're powering through this episode. How about Rose lying in Julica's lap?
Oh my god! They're best friends,
sweet.
though. They're
just best friends, though. That's it.
Cute. Oh my god! I'm still not over that. I will never be over that. Like, that was ridiculous. But they're so gay and it's adorable. Like, what was it? She was like Julica, and Julica's like, awesome. I love her. So good.
Yeah, Julica's living for it.
Julica is, like, she might be the most relatable character on the show. Like, she says stuff, and I'm like, me.
I feel like you would be Julica in the show.
Meredith is too peppy for me. Like, I can't relate to Meredith. Is the most adorable human being, but, like, I can't. I'm like, stop.
Yeah, I buy it. Yeah, well, I guess we should talk more about the them sleeping together moment.
Cute.
Alia says so Marinette's tired the whole episode, and it's like, why are we doing that? Oh, so she can fall asleep on Alia's shoulder. What about that, by the way, Delaney?
That was super cute. That was my Moralia. This is my number. This is the only Moralia thing I've had all season, and I'm clinging to it forever.
They also, like, doll all together at Max and his mom, and there's a really cute shot.
Oh, and then at the end when Marinette tackles her, so cute. They're adorable.
Yeah, this was a strong Moralia episode.
It was a very strong Moralia episode.
To a strong Adrianette episode.
Yes.
Because Alia swaps seats with Adrian, and Marinette falls asleep on Adrian's shoulder, and Adrian accepts it. And,
he smiles, and then he falls asleep.
Yeah, April, what did you think?
Oh gosh, I gawed out loud because it was so sweet. Like, and also that's probably like the most intimate, like, Meredith has ever been with Adrian, and she literally took Alia's advice and just, like, chilled and was like, like she looked up and she's like, okay, cool. And like continued, like went back to sleep. And I was like, yes, look at you, girl. You're making things happen. Like, it was great. I was so proud of Marinette for not like losing her. Oops,
So
sorry.
not only did Alya set this up and was like, oh my god, I want to talk to Nino. And then when Lila shows up, she's like, bah!
Right?
Alia really on her game this episode. For
Like,
sure.
Alia's-
Just
She was.
dismisses Lila. I feel like Lila and Sabrina are a thing. Is that a new show?
I don't like it.
Sabrina's
Sweet.
too good for Lila, right? Like
Sabrina's too good for everybody, but at least Chloe, like, deep down in her soul loves Sabrina, so
Yeah.
it's like, okay.
But also
Yeah.
we were like,
Oh my god, I hated that alarm. Like, shut up. The alarm was so
yeah,
annoying.
you didn't like the.
Oh my god. I was like, shut up.
Hurry up,
And then
Sabrina.
also,
Chloe
like, I
alarm.
like how her dad's like, that's right, protect and serve. And I'm like, your daughter.
Why are you encouraging this? Yeah, like,
I was like, no.
that-
Your daughter's in a horrible toxic friendship and you're
Yeah.
proud of her.
this brought us back to like season 1 toxic.
Oh my
Sabrina
god.
Chloe. Like,
I was like, oh my god. Oh,
yeah, Roger should have stepped up a little more there, but
Roger.
also,
wow.
so, yeah, Sabrina was very subservient to Chloe here, but also it was presented very happily. I don't know.
Also,
like,
can we talk about like? Okay, she reclines the chair for her. That's not how things recline. Can we talk about that for a minute? Like, I was like, what just happened? Like, I'm like, she didn't recline. She just like, she's like, it's like when you slide down in your chair. Like, it was terrible.
It was terrible.
Yeah.
Okay. That was the worst part of the episode.
It was, yeah. I was like, that's not how a chair reclines.
That's not how. Okay. I had no thoughts on the chair reclining, but I'm glad we got that out there. Okay. I want to. Okay. This is the main thing we haven't talked about. Let's get into the Hawk Moth here for the next 15
He's
minutes.
such
because
an
Okay,
idiot.
let's do it.
April's ears perk up. Yeah. April, you've been away from?
She stares longingly at her hot figure.
April, you've been away from your precious Hawk father for a week. Did you
Yeah.
miss him while you were on vacation?
I
Were you
did.
thinking? Were you thinking of him?
Thank you
I
for not
was.
saying Hawk Daddy.
You just said it.
Shut up.
Okay, but also before that, because I totally missed last week's episode, and we have to talk about how Ladybug and Chat Noir called him Grandpa.
Yeah.
And I like died because I was like, man, I'm gonna come back and call him Grand Hawk Daddy.
Grand Hawk Daddy.
Grand Hawk Daddy. Okay, that's a good one.
Okay, that's good.
That's
But,
what I missed with April. But April, did you listen to the podcast you missed yet?
I haven't gotten to listen to it
Okay,
yet, but I'm
we'll hold
so
off.
excited.
We'll hold off. There's a big theory you need to hear at some point.
Okay.
So we'll
Oh
hold off.
Okay.
god. You're not ready. I'm just telling you now.
I'm so excited. But I plan to listen to it on my way to work tomorrow. So
Okay, that's
like,
good.
I already have it queued up and everything.
You're gonna
I'm
be
like,
messed up the rest of the day. I just
Perfect.
need you to know.
April, how would you summarize Hawkmoth in this episode? Was this a good day for Hawkmoth?
I mean, yes and no, because
Explain.
well, we got a lot of him first off, which was kind of nice, and I really appreciate that. Like, we have this whole conversation where we're like, oh, what happens if Hawkmoth akumatizes someone, and then like immediately he like rises out of the shadows and is like, I'm gonna
Yeah.
akumatize somebody.
Adrian says Hawkmoth already struck last night, so there's no chance there'd be
And
another
then like
akumatization
30 seconds
today.
later, Hawkmoth's
Like,
like, oh my
not
god.
even.
Like, what are you? He's akumatizing babies every 15 minutes, Adrian. What are you talking about?
Exactly. So, like, come on. Like, okay, whatever, Adrian.
It
Anyway.
literally happens every day. Like, I don't know.
I know. Like, oh, today will be different. Really? I don't know.
Okay, also, you thought, okay, this is like completely off topic, but like, you know, when they're like, oh, are we, is that really an Akuma? It just looks like a pretty butterfly. That does not look like a pretty butterfly. It's like a corrupted, dark, black, purple, evil butterfly. Okay, I'm done.
They see so many akumas. That's just what they think butterflies look like now. Delaney.
Jesus.
Is
Also,
this a
remember,
butterfly?
wait. I have to remind you, Delaney, that
No,
akumas.
Don't do it.
Okay. Okay, I want that. April, back to
Say it
Hawkmoth.
out loud makes it real.
Back to Hawkmoth, April.
Okay. back to Hawkmoth.
Yeah, back to Hawkmoth. Come on.
I'm dying here. Okay, so I guess I'm really confused about the mechanics of Hawkmoth again, because the Akuma just chilled in the, I guess it can't go through walls. It was just chilling in the suitcase.
We've definitely seen it go through a wall. Though.
Right? Okay.
Like, what the heck? Oh no, we don't need Ladybug. We just need a suitcase.
Everyone should just wear suitcases.
Maybe our Grand Hawk father needs to control the Hawkmoth or guide it, and he lost track of it, so it got lost. Yeah.
But I just thought that was really funny that literally, like, he just, like, leaves the Akuma out. He doesn't, like, de-evilize it himself. And then is just like, oh, I guess that's where my Akuma went. Like, okay, that was it. Like...
Yeah,
but he was
by
so
the way,
dramatic.
side note, there's some discussion whether a thing can remain active after the person detransforms. I think there are other episodes that also showed this. Yes, the Hawkmoth, the Akuma remains active even after Hawkmoth detransforms, so that's more evidence in support of the theory last week. But April. So Hawkmoth loses track of his Akuma.
Yep, he loses track of his
Lost
Akuma.
It.
Did you notice the Akuma fly into the suitcase? And it was so quick.
It was
I didn't catch it.
Yeah,
so I forgot about it, and then I was like, oh, it's in the suitcase.
And then it just flies out. It's like, well, this episode handled it really interestingly because it's like less than a second. It flies into the suitcase. Hawkmoth says,
and also like. Flew past Sabrina and she didn't even notice it. Like
Sabrina's not. Yeah, they're just so used to the Akumas flying everywhere.
Especially them. They get one of their classmates gets akumatized every like 30 minutes.
Yeah, especially this class. As we know, they're being targeted. It's Hawkmoth is like, everyone I ever akumatize is just on this one train that I've lost connection to. I guess I'm done here. I guess there's no one else to akumatize. There's a lot of people that
everyone in this show is so stupid.
There's a lot of people that should have put some pieces together, I would say, after.
Were you on the train this whole time? Oh no, we teleported here.
But also, Alia should have 100% put it together that Baronet, like, come on now, really?
What were you doing last night? I like Jesus. Y'all
I stayed up all night thinking of how to confess to Adrian. It's a good cover story.
So
though.
dumb.
I mean,
it's a good, because she's so dumb.
If she played into that part of it, yeah. Like, let's go over what Hawkmoth says. So he starts off strong with what's happening. Or he said something else before, but it was typical Hawkmoth. Then he says, "What's happening? I can feel the anger receding. Fly faster, my Akuma. Catch up with them."
And it's just a stupid butterfly flying after a car.
Wow, you're just giving Akuma's commands.
No, it's not fly away, my little Akuma.
How fast do you think a butterfly can fly? Like, how? Like, really?
Yeah. What's the some average something of a swallow? Yeah.
Some biology person's going to be able to be like, actually.
Yeah.
So tell us, how fast does a butterfly fly, please?
Here's the best Hawkmoth line of that.
My girlfriend, a biology person, is offended. She won't give me an answer, but she's mad at me. I'm getting a face right now.
I don't think anyone has memorized how fast butterflies can fly, but it's a good question. It's relevant to the show for sure. Hawkmoth says, I can't feel any negative emotions anymore. What's gone wrong? Where's my Akuma?
Wait, guys. So I've been given information.
I
have information on butterfly speed.
Okay, what's the information on that?
I love it.
Butterfly speed has not been measured. Certainly some fast-flying skippers can fly 30 miles per hour or faster. They can probably fly 5 miles per hour or a little faster. What? None of this information makes sense. Okay.
What are you reading?
It's Google. I don't know. From kidsbutterfly.org.
Okay.
They can maybe fly 5 miles per hour. It is not going to catch that car.
I don't think it's catching it. I don't think so.
I don't think it's happening.
April also, at the same time as you're reading Butterfly Facts, posted a meme of the anime guy like with the butterfly, and it says, "Is this an Akuma?" I'm surprised no one's made that joke yet. And of course, that is a real butterfly, so it is an Akuma. That's how that works.
Shut up! Why do you say it? I am so mad.
Need a Photoshop in purple, okay?
Yeah, it worked out. Yeah, make this Hawkmoth. Make the guy Hawkmoth. Then I'll post.
Okay, I'm still waiting for the episode. We're just going to be hanging out, and there's just going to be these glowy white butterflies. That would get mad.
Someone must have made this an Akuma joke with that meme.
This
Seems
still
obvious.
has to be, like, I don't know how anything could have been more annoying than the past lives going away in Korra, and yet this happens.
The real butterflies? Is that what you're talking about right
It
now?
makes me so angry.
Okay. I specifically didn't say it, but we're back on it. Okay, what else? I mean, the Hawkmoth, we have Hawkmoth and Gabriel and Natalie. They see on the news that the train's in space, and they're like, this is normal.
Yeah.
Hoping that
Also,
my
Adrian
enemies...
just, like, lied to his dad. Amazing.
Yeah, in the beginning, that was surprising. Usually he's not doing that, but...
Also, he sprinted across the city.
He was like, bye.
I guess he's in shape from the fencing. Yeah, he's
Yes.
good to go there. Hoping that my enemies save my son. How ironic.
I like how you're like, yeah, he's in shape from the fencing and not being a freaking superhero.
I always forget about that part, because Adrian and Kat are different people, as we know.
Oh my
so
God.
it's, I feel like we've had this exchange, like, oh, and not from being a hero. Like, I
Yeah,
feel like I don't remember what it was about, but
we
okay.
definitely had this exact same conversation.
I mean, aren't all Ladybug podcasts us having the same conversation over and over? But that's
Basically,
okay.
it's just like
Pretty
space
much.
guns.
April, do you have any? I don't know if you had a chance to finish your Hawkmoth thoughts. Do you have concluding thoughts on Hawkmoth this episode?
I don't know. I'm
Okay. Okay, that's fine.
He was so dramatic and did so little in this episode too.
He's just so
His
helpless.
face doesn't change. This entire like, oh, and my enemy, like, dude, can you like, what the heck's wrong with you?
He just this is an episode where Hawkmoth loses connection to the Akuma and the villain, never talks to the villain, and what happens is the villain ends up flying into space and leaving
With
Earth
Adrian.
behind with Adrian. So, good job, Hawkmoth.
We're so proud of you.
Honestly, she was closer than most of your attempts, and you didn't talk to her at all this episode. So
Yeah.
she easily could have frozen Ladybug and Cat alive, and
She also literally didn't care about their miraculouses either.
she did. Well, yeah, she did. She didn't care about the That's the thing. Hawkmoth never told her to get the miraculous, so all she's like, I'm just gonna fly into space and live my dream.
Right?
Also, like, she literally probably could have just thrown them out into space. Like, she could have. Honestly, I won't lie. Part of me was like, I really hope they have a snack for this.
They have a snack.
Yeah, like they have like their
Snack.
cheese or their macarons
Their macarons.
for space.
Oh,
Shut
they
up,
make us.
April, shut up.
That's usually me.
Shut up.
Wow, that's surprising. They like a space ice cream version of
Yeah.
astronaut ice cream version of macarons.
No. I mean, like, they're like, oh no, everything's frozen over. Now we have to be ice. I wanted they're like to have spacesuits or something.
Oh.
That's what I wanted. Was like,
they had
that's what I
a
wanted.
power up that you want.
yeah, I wanted. That's what I was thinking.
That took
what
so
I
long.
wanted.
A power up, yeah. Like,
Yeah, I was like, guys, why aren't you understanding? That's what I wanted.
where's the space power up? This would have been
Exactly.
Yeah.
Y'all are too busy making fun of my stupid accent.
It's less the accent, or you just didn't say the words power up. It was very hard to understand. But
Well, I couldn't think of the word power up. Okay.
it's a great point that you'd think there would have been a space power.
I was hoping the whole time. I was like, have a snack, have a snack, have a snack. Okay, now we know. Lady's code for power up is have a snack.
Have a snack. I was like, are you talking about astronaut ice cream? Like,
No.
is that what we're
Wow, Delaney, why did you really want them to be astronaut food? That's
I was like,
stupid.
okay, it's a funny point. Macaroon version of astronaut ice cream.
No,
Feed that
what I
to TP.
wanted was for them to have special astronaut powers.
That is a good point. They should have
That's what I
space-
wanted.
They should have had space powers. When's that
Probably
happening?
never going to space again. Disappointment.
Oh, well, the Space Bumster sequel will go back to space.
Oh,
I mean,
of course.
if we have any effects on the writing of this show, we'll be having a Space Dumpster sequel episode.
God, I hope so.
Let's stay tuned for season 5. Well, what haven't we talked about? I think we've talked. The beginning of this episode. I love the beginning of this episode because the Marinette asks Master Fu to sign her permission slip so she can go on a field trip. Or she wants to, but doesn't think she should because She needs to stay in Paris at all times. I guess Marinette's never left Paris since becoming Ladybug.
And he's like, "Don't worry, I have a miraculous for that."
I have a miraculous. I like that. I like that. That's his catchphrase. I have a miraculous app for that. Yeah, I love this line from Master Fu. The horse miraculous can be used to teleport back to Paris in the event of an Akuma situation. An Akuma situation.
But like, how is he just gonna call her and be like, "Hey, Marinette, can you like run to the bathroom real quick? There's an
teleport
Akuma."
Back. That's a good point.
Yeah.
What's the plan here? Yeah, I guess that. I guess he just texts her. Yeah.
Oh.
Calls on the Ladybug yo-yo. I don't know if that's active.
It doesn't work if she's not Ladybug.
Yeah.
She's wearing the Ladybug costume under her clothes.
No, remember that's Tiki, and Marinette wears Tiki as a skin. Remember that.
Right.
Okay. Well, what else we got here? We talked about the astronomy blog. Markov's introduction to this episode is like, yes, Marinette, you're right. That is Adrian. Thank you, Markov.
Thank you for zooming in. Like I didn't know.
Max is like, there was a less than a 2.23% chance his father would allow him to come. Yeah. Oh, wait. Okay. This is what I forgot about. Delaney Markov says programming is the best. Says Markov.
Yes. Thank you. I feel seen. This is me. I did my programming homework before this podcast. I was literally one of those. I typed in one line and it was like, boom, it works. And I was like, yeah. Yeah,
that's what I wanted to say. Was like, Markov programming is the best. That's
correct. Let's get a shirt. We need shirts, and it's just going to have Markov.
Markov's face on it with programming is the best. Yeah, it's great. What a great advocate for the sciences Markov is.
Thank you, Markov.
Markov, and then the rest of this episode, Markov's just opening doors. That's important.
I guess doors need to be open sometimes.
You just have to get to the conductor. So it was,
it was a great way to deal with this. Like, this is kind of like, what's that episode in Doctor Who? That messed up episode. It's not the water of Mars, is it?
Where what?
Like, it's water on. It's when they're on the moon.
Yeah.
They get through all the doors. So like, it's like this is kind of like a sci-fi trope. So like, I think they dealt with it well.
Yeah, I think it worked, and then they had different phases of the attacks on them in the cars. Was this just Infinity Train, this episode? Is that what this was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. We had Markov saying programming's the best.
What happened last week that I was like, this is Infinity Train? Everything just is Infinity Train.
I don't know, but I think this show is basically the same as Infinity Train, right?
Yeah.
I think they're pretty similar. What else? Chloe preparing for it to be cold in London. She's in first class.
Oh my god, can we talk about Miss Bustier being the most useless teacher ever?
we love Miss Bustier. Mark was drawing Miss Bustier sitting next to her.
Yes, that was cute. Also, that poor child having to sit next to the teacher on the train ride. That sucks.
Where's Nathaniel? Come on.
Yeah, for real.
I guess he's not in their class. I don't know. But yeah, Miss
also,
Bustier,
you're telling me that whole train and he had to sit next to the teacher? Rude.
Yeah, it seemed like there's more open space. Yeah, maybe he just wants to sit next to Miss Bustier. They love Miss Bustier.
That's true.
Yeah. What else we got? The sleeping on the shoulder stuff. Chloe just once again this episode. This is the 5th time Chloe's announced herself as Queen Bee, and we love it.
Also, I feel like they have to keep moving Chloe away from Lila because they're gonna get into this horrific fight.
You think they would clash more? Yeah.
So I feel like they literally had to be like, we're just gonna put Chloe somewhere else.
Yeah, it makes sense, I guess. That might be where we're going the end of the season, is Chloe and Lila clashing. Like,
if Chloe solves our Lila problem, oh my god, please.
Please.
There's only room for one monster in this class, and it's me.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, might be accurately predicting the finale. We'll see. This episode, of course, much earlier in the season than the previous episode we saw, as happens with this show. We talked about Kim and his swimming trunks because they're about to go under the sea, but it's such a good moment. It was such a good moment.
It was. I was really proud of him for being so prepared. Also, why are these kids packing suitcases for a day trip to London?
Right, okay, they're not even staying overnight,
bring a backpack.
Right?
Do you even need a backpack? No, just calm down. As someone who had to wait for the whole day before we got to our Airbnb in New York, carrying a backpack around a giant city is not fun. You don't need to bring anything.
They
Yeah.
all overpacked. Yeah.
Like,
I think it's
guys,
clear.
no.
Yeah. Cat, Ladybug and Cat meeting up, and Ladybug making the excuse, and then Cat was, Ladybug's like, oh, you can't tell anyone, and he's like, there's hundreds of people on this train. Yeah.
He's an idiot. Immediately,
he's
Natalie
right,
was
but
like,
she'll
at the
lie
same
a little
time,
bit.
Natalie was like, "Oh my god, Adrian's on this. Like, you know, like you
Right.
can look it up.
We
have narrowed
Natalie
it down.
found the list, so
Right?
Y'all are
yeah.
stupid." Like,
Do you
so
think
dumb.
Hawkmoth's going to be reading obsessively over the list of the 300 people on the train to try to figure out who Cat is? He's like, first he just starts off by crossing out his son, like, of course it's not Adrian, and then is like, what are the other 299 people as Cat? that was
Also,
on
like
this train?
in Ladybug. And then also it was really cute though that Natalie was like, I'm sure they'll save them. And I'm like, do you really believe in them? Yes. Like this
Yes.
is weird. Like what? What?
Yeah, I mean, they're just the biggest fans. They have front row seats to
You know what?
Ladybug.
You're right. This makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. Then, there's the Lucky Charm sequence the police had, and then Marinette uses it to like insulate Markov when he's frozen and gets like hand warmer packets to
I
open
kind of
up.
liked it. I thought it was kind of like a callback to It Was Almost Roger Cop.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I like
Yeah. I found the hand warmer packets to be confusing at first, but I guess
I
it's
thought they were
apparent there.
cards.
I also thought they were like playing.
Because like I thought
cards.
they were
Yeah.
like the game they were playing.
Yeah.
So that now I only now understood. Because you said they were warmers.
And I am assuming that's what they were. I'm not even sure, but that's what makes the most sense to me. That they're just like things that Sabrina brought for Chloe because she overpacked for the cold. So like they're these hand warmer things, and so she opened them up inside the hat. Every Lucky Charm, it's like I feel like I shouldn't have to think this much about what's happening here, but this is another one of those. Kelki, any more Kelki comments? She's like, "Are you glorious and famous?" to Max, so that's what she's looking for, Kelki.
That's so interesting, though.
Yeah, what April? What's your analysis of Kelki?
Well, was the only reason that she was British because
They're going to
they were going to London? Because I mean that's kind of convenient, I guess. But I mean she was all right. Why do you have to be famous to?
She is the only Kwami with standards.
she really should have been Chloe.
Like for example, Plog does not have standards. You just give him cheese and he's ready to go.
He likes a very specific kind of cheese.
He wants the stinkiest cheese, yeah. Okay, yeah. We'll see more of Kelki, maybe. She was distinctive. And
she's adorable. Also,
yeah,
here's the thing.
Yeah.
Okay, we've started doing this thing where Tiki doesn't look like a ladybug, right?
Yeah, but now there are these are like the Zodiac Miraculouses, so now they're wearing like the second ring.
So it's so weird because like it's not like Plog looks like a cat. He's just this floating black like alien thing.
Yeah, I guess they're supposed to be different.
Like because now we're starting to have these Kwamis that look like animals, and I'm like, what are we doing?
Yeah, we're doing the Zodiac ones now, which are like in a second layer. But it's a good question why, because they're also animals, so it
makes no sense.
Ladybug and Cat are also animals. You think they'd look more like them?
Yeah. It makes no sense. Okay. My girlfriend is here to like fact check me. Okay, she was like, she got mad about Plog. So Plog does have cat ears and a tail. Oh my god!
I mean, they have like qualities, but they don't look exactly.
They look like
them.
little aliens.
Yeah, they do look like aliens.
Oh my god!
Yes.
My girlfriend is like, basically, we're having an argument in sign language right now. Oh my god!
Good. Okay, April's finished the "Is This an Akuma" meme and pasted Hawkmoth's face on top of the guy, so I'll put that in the show notes. So check the website.
Is it in the outline? I need to click on it. I have it open.
You can see the outline. We get everything with Pegasus and Voyage his power, and then Delaney's off the beam. Okay. I was like, April's taking a long time. Is she intricately pasting the face? No, it's just kind of on top of it.
No, that's the thing. He's not even facing the right direction.
It's better that way, though.
Oh my god, this is so funny. I'm like crying.
April, also send me the meme on Skype, because I realized last time I tried to get them away, I don't know how to like paste them from the Google Doc, but but it's like, yeah, okay. This is the highlight clearly of the of everything we've talked about here is this realizing that Hawkmoth should have been on this meme. April, what was your inspiration for realizing that the meme with the butterfly on it should be applied to Hawkmoth?
Because that man thinks it's a pigeon. Well, in the original meme, and Hawkmoth, I would just assume that he thinks that every butterfly is an Akuma.
But like, how did you think of it? Did you just search for memes and you meme templates and you're like, oh, of course I should use this one?
No, I literally, like, just in my head, I was like,
you made the connection. Okay, good.
Is this an Akuma?
Any last thoughts on the Big Ben and crashing into the Big Ben? That's all I got. Also, Marinette says, so I can summon up my Miraculous Ladybug so everything gets fixed. We get more than Miraculous Ladybugs.
Yeah, I like that we're, like, falling back. Like, we're exploiting that power now, so I kind of like it.
The only thing the Miraculous Ladybug does is it takes the train from the Big Ben and puts it back in Paris. That's all.
Right.
Okay, well, that's where I thought we would, like, be back in London. Like, yeah. I was mad. I felt robbed.
Oh, yeah. Can we also talk about how, what is it? Like, whenever they were getting off the train again, Nino was talking to Adrian, and he's like, yeah, like, we totally got to, like, at least we got to see Big Ben, and we got to have it, like, super up close and personal. I was like, first off, how did you and Adrian have that moment together? Because Adrian was Cat Noir. So.
No, he did say, he goes, but, you know, it sucks we got, like, separated at the end. I'm like, all of you were so stupid.
That makes sense now. I was like,
every episode there's a line about like, oh, we got separated. Like, shut up. Like,
it's so
annoying.
You're the worst. Get out of here.
Oh, they just troll us every episode.
Yeah. Okay, but you loved it, Delaney. That's the final thoughts on
this episode was so great. Like, and I don't even mean, like, I really legitimately love this episode, and it's so stupid. And this is just like, honestly, if I wanted to get someone into Ladybug, I would show them this episode because this is like the embodiment of Ladybug without it being like bad.
It's what we love about the zaniness of Ladybug, but it's much more cohesive than it usually is. Yeah, so I agree. It maybe is a good intro episode. Although they're like, you don't like get Hawkmoth talking to the villain and stuff, and maybe you missed that, but yeah, okay. One
he
of
doesn't
Delaney's
even
favorites.
try to talk to the villain.
He's just like, oh, no service, hangs up the phone.
Well, this is the opposite of when he literally calls someone, fires them, and then akumatizes them.
Yeah, how does this compare to him calling the bodyguard? Yeah.
God.
Also, Tiki's a huge troll. Why couldn't she have just given Marinette like a space heater or something? That would have been hilarious. Instead of the police hat.
Yeah, you're assuming Tiki's controlling this. This is a whole discussion, but we don't
want
to. April, what's your final thoughts?
I loved this episode. This is great.
It was great.
Yeah,
we love Startrain. Lived up
also,
to the hype.
Like, this was one of those times where like the name of the villain isn't stupid.
Yes.
Also, or like,
I guess.
Also, like, I kept seeing, like, you know, you were like, we're podcasting on Startrain. I'm like, what the heck is this episode going to be about? No, it was literally a train in space. Okay.
In space. Well, the in space. Oh, I guess stars. Okay. I see.
Yeah.
Did you just?
I just made the connection. I mean, when you hear Startrain, you're like, oh, it's a fancy train. You're not like, it's going to space.
Hey guys, it's Monday. It's okay.
It's not like I guess that's why it's called that. But is this? We heard
we are almost an hour into this podcast, and Dylan just realized.
I just made the connection that that's about space. Stars are in space, but we're just getting started because tomorrow we'll be back to talk about Feast. I have no idea what that episode's about. I forgot already. So whatever Feast means.
I'm afraid, honestly.
Is that the title?
Is that what?
Is that the title in French or
in French? That's the English title.
All these episodes are in English.
Yeah, well, the title, I mean, we got all
exactly.
Sometimes the English and French titles are different, but yeah, I think that's the English title. So we'll be back for Feast. We also have Akari Gozen finally officially airing on TV once again. The reason we haven't podcasted on Akari Gozen is because it's only aired at Comic-Con, not on TV yet. It will be airing on TV, so I'll have that late in the week. We'll have an Akari Gozen podcast as well. Find all our Ladybug podcasts at overlyanimated.com, where you can also find April's meme, as extensively discussed.
We have to talk about the Instagram.
Okay, April. I assumed you didn't have time to prepare for the Instagram.
No, I totally had time for this.
Okay. You're probably going to repeat stuff. Alex took over for you on Instagram.
Yeah,
did he really? Oh, yeah. I can't wait to listen to this.
Okay.
So wait, did you know about what is it? Chloe posted a photo of Ladybug. Quote unquote.
Yeah. We talked about that one.
Okay, and then that they all went to the Clara Nightingale concert.
No, we didn't talk about that one.
Okay, so Marinette has been sick, and Adrian has also been sick. Weird. Alia posted a picture.
You're also sick though. Is that in solidarity with?
Yeah, I'm.
No, I think this means that she's Ladybug.
Oh no!
Oh, have we ever thought of April as being
like? Because it's obviously not Marinette.
No,
of course not.
But so Marinette was sick. Adrian's sick. Then Alia posted a picture of like Cat Noir and Ladybug, and like Cat Noir is like coughing and she's like,
"Oh my
I guess
god, I hate this show."
It's like, I guess superheroes get sick too. And then they went to the Clara Nightingale concert, and Alia like she posted this picture. This is like my favorite thing. She posts this picture of them, and they're like super far away from the stage. And then like she's like, I'm about to tell Marinette to start coughing on people.
Why?
That's amazing.
So they can get closer to the stage.
Closer? Wow.
And then of course they run in right. And then of course they run into Jagged Stone, and he takes them to the front. So
this is a lot of this is a big story being told.
There is
by
a lot
Instagram
going
posts.
on in this.
Yeah. Like we literally get episodes. Chloe was there too, but she obviously wasn't there with everyone else. She was backstage, and she got a selfie with Clara. So
yeah, maybe considering that was basically just an episode, maybe these are actually being written by the Ladybug writers.
I hope it is, because this is great. Oh, and what is it? They all went to a bougie indie film fest without.
Yeah,
Adrian.
we saw that one. We got that breaking news last time. But
perfect.
Thinking of you, Adrian. Yeah, like. Okay. We'll see if there's considering there's so many podcasts back to back. We'll see if we have Instagram content for next time. But there's a lot of posts, right? Like these.
Yeah,
they'll probably post something.
Well, and they like write things in the comments too. Like it's crazy.
That's the best part is Marinette like commenting on Adrian's posts, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like
or like Alia commenting or like tagging people.
Yeah,
it's great.
This is probably we continue to love the Instagram. Share the Instagram posts and what you think of them with us on our Discord at overlyanimated.com/Discord. Support us via Patreon at patreon.com/overlyanimated. Thanks to our current patrons, especially our patron of the podcast, Dr. Cabbagehead, and thanks as always to our patron executive producers, Ryan, Steve, Alex, Beatrice, Hugh, Michael, and Needle. Like I said, we're back for Feast very soon. Also, Kari Gozen coming up. Find all that at overlyanimated.com, and also check out a bunch of other stuff we have, including some Final Space. We're about to record that. Thanks for listening, guys. We will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.